Hey friends, welcome back. Today is Thursday and I have a practicum shift. I have just pulled up to the hospital, or like to the parking garage, so I have a couple minutes before I head in, and I just kind of wanted to sit and talk with you guys. Today is my 8th shift. I just have 2 more, which is insane. So like I mentioned in my last video, I went in today to help out in my daughter's class, and I think the teacher like called in for a sub last minute or something, but it was a hot mess. Like the subs like didn't really know what they were doing, at least for like the rotations that I help with. So that kind of pushed our rotations back, and then when rotations came, the subs didn't know how, like it was just crazy. So I ended up staying a little longer just to kind of help out. So when I got home, it was like 1:30, and I tried to sleep for like 3 hours. I couldn't sleep. My husband and Eliana got home at like 3:30, still couldn't sleep, and I was like, you know what, I'll just I'll just get up out of bed and get some stuff done. So hopefully tonight goes by fast. Hopefully, you know, I can like make it through, whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine, but just hopefully it goes by fast so I can get home tomorrow. Eliana and her friends at school wanted me to come in again tomorrow since it's still education week. Parents can still come in the morning, so depending on how tired I am, I'll go in for that. But yeah, I'm just gonna head into the hospital and hopefully the shift goes really well. I'm so excited to almost be done, and I still have to figure out what I'm getting my preceptor. I'll have to go and get a gift tomorrow to take in Saturday, but yeah, let's go in and get this done. Good morning, everyone. Eliana, cámbiate, vamos. So I have gotten back from my shift, obviously. I got home a little before 8, so typically, like from my very first shift, my preceptor has had me give a report to the oncoming nurses. But this morning he was like, hey, you know, if you want to head out, you can. And so typically, like in the past when he's offered, I'm like, no, you know, I'll stay, it's fine. But he just kept saying like, you know, really, you know, go home, get some rest or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I could, you know, make it home a little earlier so I could have some time with Eliana and just to get her ready and take her to school. So that is what we're doing. Eliana, ven aquí ahora. I am trying to get her changed. Rápido, vamos a llegar tarde. Morning routines with a kid, like this is how it is. So I'm gonna get her ready. I don't even know what time it is right now. I still have to fix her hair. She is gonna be eating lunch at school today just because I don't have time to fix it. She's being dramatic. Her homework and everything is in her bag. I'm just gonna grab her a snack real quick. I forget if I've mentioned this. I have such a horrible memory. We're gonna have a family night, so we're gonna go out to dinner and see Frozen 2. I'm super excited. I'm actually gonna link my other YouTube channel down below for you guys if anybody else is obsessed with Disney like I am and like we are. I have like a whole Disney YouTube channel. But yeah, so I'm super excited for that. It'll be nice to have some more family time, and yeah, just sleeping before that, and that's it. My husband is actually gonna pick her up from school just so that I can sleep a little bit. I cannot believe that I only have 2 more shifts of practicum left. It's actually kind of sad. I am actually gonna be doing my last shift with my preceptor on Saturday. But yeah, I'm going to get her hair done, and we are going to get in the car and get to school. Hey guys, so it's Monday. I completely forgot to update Saturday night. I'm actually about to be home here in a few minutes. I just went to my morning older adult class, but my friend and I were just like, it's not worth it to sit around for the next like 4 or 5 hours waiting for our next class, so we left. I'm telling you, her and I were just like, is it worth it to stay? But We've actually done that like all through nursing school. We haven't missed like crazy amounts, but you know, sometimes it's just not worth it. Like there could be, like we could get so much more done with our time, you know, like at home, I guess. Anyway, so I am about to be home and I realized that I completely forgot to update from Saturday. Saturday night was my last shift of practicum or preceptorship, whatever you guys call it, with my preceptor. Nice blinker guy. But yeah, it was my last shift with him. It was really bittersweet, and it just happened to be like the slowest night out of all of practicum. Like it was so hard to stay awake. But we had 4 patients, we had 3 to start out. We got a new admission pretty early on, and then we were doing our rounds, and we went into one of our patients' rooms, and my preceptor was always like, you know, hi, I'll be your nurse tonight, this is Marissa, she's a student nurse working with me. And so he was like starting to talk to her more, and she's like, wait, what's going on? And he's like, well, what do you mean? What are you, you know, what's going on with what? And she's like, what's going on here? I don't do students. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, yeah, no, that's like a violation of my HIPAA. And so she started going through all of this, and I was like, if you don't want me, you know, working with you or whatever, like that's totally fine, like no worries. And like my preceptor kept trying to like advocate for me, and I was like, it's okay, it's fine. But she was like, she kept going on about it, and I was like, okay, you know, don't worry about it. But yeah, so that happened like right off. But I mean, if anything, like it's a good experience. Not every patient is gonna want you working with them. Like I'm sure it'll happen, you know, hopefully not very often, but I'm sure it'll happen again. But it was just, it was kind of a good experience to have that early on, just so I'm not like, you know, I don't know, completely mortified or like crushed. I mean, I was like, it's fine, like, why am I gonna be around if, you know, somebody doesn't want me there? So it was whatever. But overall, it was a really good shift. Again, just bittersweet that, like, that was my last shift with my preceptor. I have one more next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. But yeah, so I'll be working Black Friday night, and that'll be my very last shift of practicum, which is insane. I feel like I started practicum so insanely nervous, like scared out of my mind, not feeling like, you know, I knew enough or I was good enough. And like it's just crazy to see like how much I've grown like in the last 2 months, just by being there so often. So yeah, it's gonna be really sad. Like this unit it was just so amazing. Like the people were just so helpful and welcoming, and like it was just such an amazing experience. And I think that's what makes it like even, you know, harder to go. I ended up getting the unit. I got 2 dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme, which were gone like so quick, and then I ended up getting my preceptor a gift card for a massage, which probably seems like a lot, but let me just tell you, like he does have 2 jobs, like nursing and then the, you know, Navy Reserves, and then he is also getting ready to finish up his NP in Psych next year, which, by the way, it is insane how many of the nurses on the unit that I was working at for practicum are either getting their NP in Psych or like, you know, are thinking of doing it or are about to finish. Like it is insane. If you guys don't know, it seems like everybody is going for their NP in Psych. It's just there's such a high demand for it, and the pay, because there's such a high demand for it, is insane. But yeah, so I'm about to get home. I just wanted to update you guys on that, and I'm actually going to start working on a presentation that I have to do not next Thursday, the Thursday after not this Thursday, because it's Thanksgiving. Next Thursday as like our final practicum like conference. So half of the group went, you know, mid-semester, and then the other half is going next week. So I have to prepare that, and I'm actually going to try on an outfit tomorrow. We are, like, me and my group of friends are taking graduation pictures. So I was literally just in the middle of saying that my friends and I are going to take graduation pictures after our like CAP project presentations tomorrow, and my friend just texted me saying that our professor ended up canceling the class this afternoon anyway. So like today is a good day, guys. Today just worked out perfectly. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys what I'm gonna wear for graduation or pinning ceremony, and I'm actually thinking that I might end up wearing the same thing. I think a lot of people are, just because our pinning ceremony is one day in like midday, and then our graduation is literally the next morning. So I know a lot of people are gonna be wearing the same thing, but I'll show you guys real quick. We, I think, are actually going to be doing this thing. My friend saw this picture of, I think maybe on Instagram or something, and this girl was sitting on all of her nursing school books. So I think we're gonna bring, like, each bring a few textbooks, and kind of each take a picture like that. So I need to try, you know what, I'm gonna show you guys. I'll show you guys. So, this is actually the dress that I will be wearing to graduation. So we are all bringing, that's my daughter's room. We are all bringing our like clothes to change into. We already have to dress professional for our presentations tomorrow, but like this is too dressy. So we're gonna bring our clothes to change into for after. And actually tomorrow is supposed to be the nicest day of the week, so it works out. And I'll show you guys my dress real quick. My mom actually bought this for me a few weeks ago. I do still have my leggings on, but it's an olive green dress, or it's probably like more like an evergreen dark green dress. But I definitely wanted something that's like kind of, you know, holiday-y, because I love Christmas. So I'm actually gonna wear this with black heels. I was actually thinking about getting red heels, but my mom actually got me an early graduation present that is red, so I will be showing you guys those gifts later in a separate video. Not to brag, just because, you know, I don't get, you know, fancy things super often, just because I like buy and do for everybody else. So she was very thoughtful to get me that, but I'm actually going to put it with this, and I think it will go perfectly. So this is actually the dress. I know it's kind of hard just because it's so dark, it's such a dark color, to actually see that it is green, but I love the little like angle neckline here off to the side, and there's just like 3 little pleats here, and I actually really love to dress up, so I'm super excited. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I am going to load up some books in my car tonight just to be prepared and have that. And oh, so I was talking to my friend. She actually interviewed, she works as like a student nurse, or like a nurse I forget, there's so many different names that they like call these positions, but she works on a labor and delivery unit, and she actually interviewed with them a couple weeks ago, or earlier in the week, last week, a couple weeks ago I think. And so they were like, okay, we'll do your second interview when you work, which was last Friday, I believe. And she ended up getting the job, so she has already been offered a position on labor and delivery. I'm super excited for her. She's actually decorated her cap already, so mine will not be decorated for tomorrow. I'm just kind of trying to wait to see if I get offered a position at one of the 3 residency programs I applied to, because we are moving to Colorado, so we will see. But I have faith. Everything is going to work out and be great. So I just wanted to update you guys a little bit and show you what I'll be wearing for pictures and for graduation. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have 1 shift left of practicum, which is super exciting. And yeah, it's just almost the end of the semester, which is insane. But thank you guys so much for watching. I am actually going to be filming my like stress and anxiety video here soon for you guys, because it's real if you're just starting nursing school or thinking of doing it, it's just something that you want to prepare yourself for. Because if you're prepared and you know ahead of time, like, you'll be much, much better off. Thank you guys so much for following along. Make sure that you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell so that we can continue our journey together, and I wish you all luck in everything that you have going on, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.